If you read any of my books, you probably know that my wife is from Australia. See, the two of us met in a performing group. We toured the world singing and dancing. And when I first met her, oh, I was very entranced by her looks, by her personality, and by that beautiful Australian accent. So one day I sat down next to her and I asked her a lot of questions. She asked me one question. The question she asked me was, "Why do you ask me so many questions?" Well, I asked her these questions because I wanted to know about her. See, I was in pursuit. Knowledge is power. The more knowledge you have about a topic, the more powerful you are in regards to that. So when I get a phone call from a social worker, like the phone call I got today about a 3-day-old baby being placed in my home, I have lots of questions for the social worker. I want to know, how long might the child be in my house? Why is the child in foster care? Are there any other siblings in another foster home? Are there any special needs that I need to know? Those are just some of the questions I ask. Now, granted, the social worker may not be able to answer all those questions, and that's fine. But see, I ask these questions because I want to know about the child. I want to make the decision. I need to have the information to make the decision if my house is the best home for that child. I need to know if I can provide for that child. I need to know if I have the resources for that child. I also have to know if that child is a good fit for my home. See, there's nothing worse than having a child placed into your home and then finding out later that night, maybe the next day, maybe during the course of the next week, that your house is not the house for that child, that you don't have the resources to provide for that child. And then that child needs to be placed into another foster home. And nobody wants that. So don't be afraid to ask those questions. You know the old saying, no question's a dumb question unless you already know the answer. So when the social worker calls you up, start asking questions. If they ask about it, just say, hey, Dr. John told me so, right? For Foster Care 101, I'm Dr. John DeGarmo.